episode 1279 of the Multifamily Collective. Today I wanted to talk about a cryptocurrency. It's the first real estate backed, I don't know if it's the first. Let me back up. It is a real estate backed cryptocurrency project that's been put together out in Los Angeles under the name of United States Property Coin. They've secured their first asset, seed asset as they're calling it. $10 million project. I think it's in downtown LA, or actually it's not downtown, it's in Venice Beach. This is a very interesting concept to me, and I'm not a subject matter expert as it relates to cryptocurrency. I don't know many people who are. Certainly there are some, but I've been long wondering about the tokenization, if you will, or the ability to create a scenario where you have cryptocurrency, the blockchain, involved in a transaction so that there's fractional ownership, like true fractional ownership, not under the premise of these sort of consortiums of individuals who get together that create really nightmare scenarios where you have all these fractional investors and all these co-ownership agreements and operating agreements that just turn into huge disasters because you just have too many people with too many opinions trying to run a multifamily asset, or at least having the ability to opine on things as minute as little tiny operating decisions. Is just crowdsourcing in a scenario where you have just too many people trying to make too few decisions that move assets forward and create value. I think this type of ownership structure where you have fractional ownership that is akin, or at least it's akin in my head, to owning a fraction of a stock that's backed up by a company. This is you own a fraction backed up by a piece of real estate where you're participating in cash flows, your increased value of the asset, certainly potential refi events. But it just seems very interesting to me. I've read and continue to read a lot about this. I'll link this article up at the end of this post, or in the comments rather below. I'm going to try really hard to get Johnny Zhang, CEO and founder of Premier, on the podcast to unpack this a little bit, to educate me a little bit, to unpack it a little bit, to educate you as a viewer and a listener to the podcast. But this is interesting. I knew it was coming. I think many of us in the multifamily space have seen this coming for some bit of time. Certainly those people that are heavily into the tech piece of our business. But Premier Pinmar in Venice Beach, California, is the piece of real estate that is back this fractional ownership under the United States Property Coin. And here it is. I'm excited. I'm going to try to get this gentleman on the podcast and see if we can unpack that a little bit and learn a little bit along the way. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.